What's going on, guys? Welcome. We're playing some rapid chess on chess.com, and I have one brilliant move that happened between the last stream and now, which I'll share with you now. So this was the position. I'm playing as white. My pawn is about to become a queen, but black does have the bishop there. He's also attacking my bishop and has his own pawn here, and king just moved up because he was in check. Okay, so black just played here. It's my turn. What's the brilliant move if you want to pause? All right, if you had a chance to look at that. So, of course, we could go here and force the bishop to sacrifice itself, but then we would just lose our bishop. That doesn't really make sense. There's some other things that you could think about, like throwing in a check here first. But the move that I played, bishop to b6. And the point is, if the bishop takes us, we will get the queen now totally for free, right? So the bishop has to move somewhere else. And I ended up throwing this game somehow. Let's see. The best move now was actually to keep attacking the bishop with rook d8, because the bishop is kind of the key for black, right? If the bishop stays alive, we can't get the queen. So we hunt the bishop down, we attack it with the brilliant move. Now we chase it again, and if it tries to move now, well, then we're going to take the rook for free. So they can't really do that. So let's just say they push the pawn. Now we can actually sacrifice, get the queen, and of course with the queen we're going to win. So that was the idea. I did something else in the game and I think ended up losing to in an endgame or something. But anyway, that was the brilliant move. So we're at 56 brilliant moves for 2026. Let's jump into some games here and see if we can't get a few more. All right, we got black against the 2200, plays d4. I'm going to try the Budapest gambit. So c4, yes, we play e5. And after they take us, if they take us, we go to g4, attack the pawn. And then we'll play d6, set a little trap here. And they do not fall for it. Bishop f4. Okay. Let me think for just a moment. So against bishop f4, I think we can just attack it again. Yes. And I want to say we can go here. Let me think about this. Yeah, maybe this isn't the best way, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we're going to go here. And we're trying to get tricky. We're putting pressure on the bishop. We're kind of gambiting this pawn, but we're also attacking here. I think white has queen d2, though. And I guess we just have to take the pawn at that point. Let me see. Maybe we could we go crazy and do something like bishop f5, let him take again? Because then we have this. Oh, we could actually, yeah, we could trade and then play bishop b4, pinning the queen. That's actually a sneaky move. Oh, they played queen c1 instead. Interesting. So maybe they're trying to avoid that, actually. Oh, this is really interesting here, guys. Okay. So bishop f5, let's say they do take the pawn. We could take. They're going to take with the rook. We could go check. Oh, I guess they could go back. They do have bishop d2 in that situation. Yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe I do have to take the pawn. I didn't want to do this, though. All right, let's take the pawn. I don't see what else we can do. So we'll take it. What's up, Steve? How's it going? Okay, so they do take. Let's take back with the queen, I guess. Am I missing any tactics? No. Can't go there. This doesn't really bother me. Okay, so we're down one pawn. But I don't know. I think we have a little bit of compensation here, especially if we get this bishop on this nice diagonal. I think I like the looks of that. Let's see. So they're going to try to castle. You know, I could also play knight to b4 right away. The idea is if they go bishop e2, we can jump in check with the fork, and after they take, our queen now stops them from castling. You know what? I might just do that. Let's go. Because here's what you have to remember, guys. If the king gets to safety, it's going to be hard to attack, right? But if you can prevent them from castling and they're stuck in the middle, and I say this like every stream, but it's a really big deal. So that's what I'm trying to set up. We come in, we force the trade. The queen is super annoying because you cannot castle through check. And even if they attack my queen, I could protect it with the bishop. And then if they trade, the same thing. The bishop's stopping you from castling, so your king is still stuck in the middle. That's usually where you get a lot of compensation for your pawn. So let's see. And by the way, yeah, that's what they're going to do. And I was going to say, the other thing is I could just go here right away and let them castle, because then I have knight c2. So we actually have to think, is it better to go for this knight d3 or just play bishop f5? So if we play bishop f5 and they castle, we play knight c2. They can do something, I mean, like rook d1, we move our queen. Do they have knight d4? Ooh, knight d4. The problem with knight d4 is we don't have time to take this, because then we're losing all of our pieces. So we probably would have to trade. They could take this way. Yeah, that's maybe not very good. I think I should go with this one. Don't want to let him castle. Don't want to let that rook come into the game and start attacking on the d file. So we're going to put a stop to that right away. Yeah, if I can get bishop f5 and castle myself, now we have the rook here. That's very dangerous for white. Okay, let's just check for tactics. If we sack the knight, they can't take my queen, but they could just take the knight. And I don't have a clear follow-up. If I trade, it just develops their piece for me. I think bishop f5 is definitely the way. So let's go. Of course, this, I don't care. I will castle happily and defend my rook. Also start threatening checkmate. So we're not worried about that. And if they take here, I mean, yes, I'm still down a pawn, but now I have this threat. Like I said, they can't castle. I'm getting ready to castle myself. Now my rook's going to be coming to the party. So I think there's compensation for a pawn here, right? I definitely think there's compensation for a pawn. Let's pre-move that recapture in case they decide to take it. Play h3. Okay. So, I mean, of course we could just go back. If I castle and let them take, I have checkmate. If I castle and they take me, I take, then they could take my knight. I don't have checkmate anymore. Yeah, we got to move the knight. Ah, they want to go here, don't they? I just noticed that. I just noticed that. So that's actually annoying for me, because then I can't castle. Now I could play bishop e6. It's a very unclear position, but I probably have to go for it. I just don't see a way around this. I don't want to lose a knight for no reason. Sacrifice doesn't seem to really do anything. Same thing here. It doesn't really do much. Okay, I guess we got to go back. I just don't see what else to do. Okay, so we go back, get ready to castle. Same kind of deal. Queen e5, I guess we just go bishop. Actually, I don't have to defend the bishop. The bishop's defended. So I could play a move like king f8. But then yeah, then how do you get the rook into the game, right? There's no easy way. So I'm thinking I'll play this, and so I can keep castling open. I mean, I expect them to play queen e5. What I expect. No, they take. Okay, well, obviously we have to take back. So, okay, we have the bishop. Yeah, they're going to try to castle the other way. And I don't think I can stop it. I don't think I can stop it. Yeah, it's not ideal playing an endgame down a pawn, but it looks like it is what it is, so let's just castle. Yeah, so I mean, ideally you don't want to trade queens and go into an endgame when you're down a pawn, right? But sometimes it happens. Let's see. Jumping in here doesn't really help me much. They have knight e5 coming. Maybe I stop that. Let's bring the other rook over. Stop the knight from going into e5 at least. Yeah, they defend their pawn. Makes sense. Okay, so how do we... Something crazy like this. We could play b5 just to try to stop the knight from moving. They take, I take. Then the knight moves, but then we can jump in. We can try to swing up and over here. Okay, I'm going to play a5. I don't know why. I just feel like maybe we can be annoying. I'm not really sure. Yep, stops me from going there. Okay, let's just push it. You know, I'm just thinking like maybe I'll play this and bring my rook over this way and we can generate some counterplay. Okay. Go b6. Try to tuck my king over here. And of course, the reason I don't care if they take this pawn is because even though I'll be losing an extra pawn, then their pawn structure is really weak. Pawns are not going to be able to defend themselves. They're going to be easy targets for me. It's like a long-term positional sacrifice. So that's why I'm okay that there's nothing defending that pawn, right? For example, I go here, I bring my rook over, easy target. This is an easy target, you know. After we take this, this is an easy target, right? Okay, so this is the threat. I think we can set a little trap here. If they take it, we will go rook d7 and trap the knight. They saw that, of course. Let's go king b7. I would like to catch up on time before this game is over. Try to put some pressure on the clock. Let's see. Do we have any tactics? No. It's defended. So if I go here, I don't like that I just give this knight an amazing place to jump to. That's why I think I might just play like c6. Try to just maintain control of as many squares as possible that the knight's trying to go to. We just stop it from having anywhere to go. They're probably going to go... Okay, they attacked my bishop. Let's go back. Since it was cut off, I kind of had to do that. But if this knight moves, I do have a check on e4, so that's kind of annoying. Actually, now maybe I could play c5, and the rook could swing into d3. So maybe I am threatening this now. Check, and then we could double up. That would be an annoying pin. So this is actually an annoying little problem for white to figure out. Yeah, if they play like f3 to try to play e4, they don't have time because I can play this, they move, and then I jump in and take a pawn. If they move this, I already said I have a nice check here, which would pick up this. So what is white going to do? Oh, they play f3. Okay, well, let's go for it. Let's go for this. And I'm wondering if I should trade this pawn now, or am I still okay with them taking there? I gotta be careful for this fork, actually. So I can't take this way. But I can take this way. And we're fine. I can take this way and we're fine. All right, I'm going to leave it for now. I think it's still fine if they take. The pawns are still going to be really weak. So let's do this. We had to avoid the fork. Now if they go there, I just move my king. And there's no rook that's going to get captured. So we got our pawn back, it looks like. And we have the more active rooks. This knight's good, though. This is a very good knight for white, right? Better than my knight. Okay, was not expecting that move. Let's go ahead and trade now. How do I get my knight into the game? That's what I really need to do. Let's see, check, they take. Can't sacrifice it. I can try to come here. I don't know if this is smart. I don't know if this is smart because it was actually sort of useful where it was. So this could be a mistake, but I really want to get it here if I can. Because then we can win another pawn and also start impacting this area of the board. But it's risky. It's risky, right? Like if a rook lands here because my knight somehow, I really have to watch out for that. Okay, that looks like I can win a pawn. But then he has this check, right? Ah, you know what I could do, actually? Take this way, pin it. Force the rook off the file, then I could take this. Let's come over here. Try to take another pawn while I'm at it. We have knight f4. If he tries to defend, so he's going to have to try to counterattack, I think. But this is check. It's kind of annoying if the rook gets here, though. Can't really run with my king easily. Yep, that's what he's going to go for. Okay, I can't stop it, so... And I can't come up because I get mated, so I have to go back. That's some... There's some nasty checkmates there, guys. Okay, what do we do now? That's defended. His king is cut off, so I should be winning. I definitely should be winning. Okay, good. Let's push that guy so it's defended. We can win this pawn and probably win here, or we could try to win this pawn. He's going to go for a check and win my knight. So... I got to move faster. I can't spend that much time. That was way too much time. Just kind of confused what's going on here. Just kind of confused. Okay, yeah, maybe just get the knight on f4. Now it's defended. That's good. Okay. Come over here. Take all the pawns. Oh no, Nelson. Ah. Knights are so tricky, guys. Let's do this. Oh no. Ah. What is wrong with me? I'm so frustrated at myself. Ah, look at this. We were like crushing. Ah. How did I get forked? I took the pawn. I took the pawn. All I had to do was like move my king. Just like bring my king to a safe place somewhere like here. It's such an easy game. Like, that is really bad. That is really bad. Man. And then even at the end, like I almost had a chance with the pawns. He wasn't really stopping them well. Just didn't have enough time to figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, this is winning for me. What's the win? G4. So you defend with the pawn, and if he takes it, aha, it opens up this, and we can get a queen. It's kind of tricky to see that with 10 seconds, though. But it's not that hard, actually. You just push the pawn and win. Even here, it's still a draw. Now I'm losing. Yeah. Okay. We have to do better. We have to do better, guys. I'm sorry. I can do better than that. All right, let's go. Let's go for like a... Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Let's go for like a Grand Prix setup. Okay, now it's like some sort of weird... Some sort of a weird like King's Gambit decline with a random fianchetto. This can't be good for black, can it? I wouldn't think this would be good for black. Let's pin the knight, because this is going to be very annoying. This is going to be very annoying. Okay, so I can actually take here and mess up the pawns, or what else can I do? Maybe just castle, then the rook is involved. Let's see, takes. Almost feels like I should have a tactic here, but maybe I don't. So we can go here, or we can castle and try to bring the queen over to h4. Yeah, maybe I should just castle. Castling can't be bad, right? Castling can't be bad. Okay, we'll castle. We'll let him take if he wants to take it. He's probably going to move his queen to get away from the pin, I would imagine. He's probably going to go queen d6. So let me think. Let me think. We have to watch out for this check. So I could go king h1. Oh, he goes knight e7. He was not expecting that. I guess we just retreat against that. See if I take. He takes. Nah, I don't want to lose the bishop. Of course, I don't want to take there. Then this just lets the rook come in. I'll just go back. This is a really, really, really annoying bishop. Yeah, we're just going to make sure we don't lose this bishop, and we're going to be fine. Because this pressure with paired with the rook, that's going to be hard for black to deal with long term. So as long as we keep this guy, we just give him a safe place. There you go. Real happy with our position. Real happy. Have to watch out for this one. There's a fork there. So definitely going to be thinking about playing king h1 to get away from this diagonal. Also would love for my queen to be on h4. Because on h4, we have amazing pressure here. And this is an idea. Also, we can do something like this and the knight can come in. Just lots of good things could happen. So this is definitely one thing. King h1. Maybe here for now. Or do I just keep it and make him be really aggressive to get rid of that bishop? And we can drop back here, hit the pawn. Now I'll just go here. Knight g4, I have bishop c5. Oh, but there's b6. Wait a second. b6 is annoying. 6. I forgot about b6. Well, I guess I could just go back and then chase the knight away. Yeah, that should be fine because you can't play f5 because of the pin. He's probably going to move his king, and I'm going to chase the knight first and force it to block, and then the f-pawn is stuck again. Yeah, this should be the way. And there's no queen d4 because my knight. There's no queen b6 because the pawn's in the way. Yeah, definitely going to force the knight back in front of the pawn. Let's do that right away. Okay. Yeah, now I think it's time. Try to get the queen to h4 because then we have a threat here. King h7 looks like it might walk into something like knight g5 check. You have to go back. I take, take, take. Okay, he's going for this one. I think I'm going to ignore this. Let me just see. We actually have... No, I can't go queen g3. I was going to say queen g3, but I can't. There's knight e2 check. So queen h4 Give him this pawn. Try to attack. I like it. I like it. Of course, this trade doesn't bother me. I'm happy to sacrifice. This is in the style of the Grand Prix attack. You can sack this rook and have no problems. Usually you can get checkmate if they go for this. It's just so many moves, right? I have to spend 2 moves just to take that rook in the corner that's not doing anything. Meanwhile, all of my other pieces get to attack the king. I'm going to take that trade any day. So I don't think they will go for that. Yeah, they don't. Okay, so here we can take with the rook. Check. I don't care about this, really. I mean, yes, they can take a pawn if they want, but okay, they're going to go for it. I think maybe, let's see. Tuck the king here. So that way, if they try to be greedy, I don't have to worry about that, and I can just keep attacking. Okay, so we got to get ready to sacrifice some stuff here, guys. Option 1, we move the rook over, we sacrifice the bishop. Okay, so that's plan 1, plan A. And then we would take and probably have checkmate somehow. That looks pretty good. But the other plan, which might even be better, is to just immediately do it. Don't even move the rook. For example, take. Let's just say takes. Then they take my rook. Yeah, then I have a checkmate. If they try to go here, I can come in with the bishop. I think this is the move, guys. What if they take my rook right away? What if they don't take me? Let's see. If they just do this, what happens? Then I take here. Ooh. Ooh. Wait a second. I take here. They take me. Does that win? Does that win? Check. 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 Let's see. If they went there, check. Okay, hold on. Okay, the other thing I could do instead of that would be to sack it here. Then I'm running out of pieces. The other way is to take here first. Let's see, what's the point of this? If you take my rook, what am I threatening? I'm going to take you, you take me, I go check. If you go here, okay, I'll win, so you have to go here. Bishop comes in. And if you take me, I take you. Maybe this is the move. Maybe this is the move, guys. Let's go. Let's go. What? What's this playing against this? Didn't I calculate this as a win? Rook G8, maybe they're thinking they can play? Oh, for some reason I just thought this was winning. Maybe I miscalculated something. I thought there's no way he's going to survive this. Okay, you could sack, but no, there's no way. So Rook G8, but then I can also just take, and I'm okay. Well, Okay, if I go here, how does he stop checkmate? I don't think you can stop it. Queen can't defend? The queen can't... Yeah, that's it. Nice. Wait, no brilliant moves? Really? Come on. No brilliant moves in that game. What is happening? All right. I thought bishop h6 should have been... It must have not been the best move. Let's see. Stockfish wanted me to take that knight. Yeah, see, Stockfish would have gone for it, but... I mean... I think I would have just probably done something like this. Yeah, Stockfish says you can get away with it, but practically, I don't know how you survive this if you're black. This just looks super scary. Like, let's just say, for example, oh, okay, I couldn't take that because of this check. Maybe that's why. Oh, Stockfish wants to use the knight to block the bishop. That's why it wanted to take that. Wow. Take the rook, block the bishop. Okay. So maybe they could have gotten away with that. But they didn't try it. Instead, they went this way. Rook takes f6 was a little bit better. See, Stockfish wanted me to defend. So what could they have done differently here? That was the huge blunder. If they play knight h5... Knight to h5. Takes. And then rook f5 or bishop takes f7 is apparently a draw. It's like a perpetual check draw. Okay, so knight h5 is what they had to find. This was the saving move for them. They didn't see it, obviously, and yeah, this was checkmate. So, see, this is why chess is tricky, right? Because you could calculate everything right and still lose the game because you just miss a key move, right? Like what I calculated was correct. Yes, I come here. Yes, I take this. Yes, I win. But I'm like, oh, I just didn't see knight h5 and I would have lost, or not lost, but okay, draw, right? Interesting game though. All right. Here we go. What should I play? Again, let's try the Budapest. I'm not going to give up on it so easily. Oh, well, we can't do it against that. Okay, let's play a King's Indian. I haven't played King's Indian in a while. Let's play a King's Indian setup here. Okay. Yeah, let's just go with the traditional e5 push here. Let's do that. Wait, did I make a mistake? Hold on, take 6. Did I make a mistake here? For some reason, I didn't think they could just take that. But they can actually trade the queens, and it looks like they're going to win a pawn. We may have to turn this into a little gambit, guys. That's the problem when you don't play an opening for so long, you forget the little details. Okay, let's just pretend like we meant to do it this way. Let's go knight e4 here. Right, so it's like a gambited pawn, which is fine. I like gambiting pawns. We'll just take it back now. And I don't want to trade queens, so I'm going to take with a pawn. Be right back, guys. Sorry, guys. I just had to check on something. The dish was broken in the kitchen, so everybody's fine, but I just needed to make sure. Okay, so what's happening? We sacrificed a pawn. Knight's coming to d4. Okay. I don't really want to just trade everything when I'm trying to orchestrate an attack. So I'm thinking of just moving my knight here. Could also play queen b6, takes. That might actually be interesting. Let's try this one. So if I take... Oh, I think I see a cool tactic here, guys. Okay. We take first. You can't take me because I win a piece. So you have to take back. But you can't take back this way because you lose your bishops. You have to take back this way. Then I play knight takes d4. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful tactic, guys. Okay. So we take here. We're utilizing the pin. Well, first of all, we're utilizing the fact that they can't take my queen because we take back. Yes. This is a pin. This is a fork. So I'm going to put all those pieces together. And there's this really nice in-between move. After the queen trade, I don't have to take back right away. After this, I can take here with check. The king has to move to one of these squares. Then I take the queen and my knight is still alive. Now, that being said, it actually is going to get trapped the next move. So maybe it's not as good of a tactic as I thought it was. But... No, actually I could. I could move my knight back and there's a pin. Yes, it was. So that was totally winning. So he decides to do this. Okay, but we want a pawn back, first of all. And I wonder if I can take on b2. So the queen takes, I take the bishop. Knight c3. We go back. Rook comes over, we go here. Or I just take. Try to get the bishop here, but knight c3 stops me. Man, that's too bad that he just had this move to go back, because that was just such a beautiful tactic. Okay, I guess let's go for this line. So we're basically trading the knight for the bishop, but I'm getting this b pawn. White's probably going to get the d pawn, and then we're going to have an endgame. Never mind. I don't know what's going on. He doesn't want to do that. Okay. Okay. All right, let's take it and go bishop f5. Let me see. Bishop f5, bishop d7 is also a move, but I don't want rook b1. I don't want this to happen. Yeah, I'm going to go bishop f5 now on e4. On e4, I think we have another tactic. We just take it. There's so many pins here. You can't play e4. I'm stopping the rook from going here. And I would like to bring my rook to the c file and come down here. So he's going to go rook c1, I bet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm still going here. Takes. Then you could play e4. No, actually you couldn't. I'd still take it. Okay. This is crazy. So he does rook to d1. Wow. That doesn't look very good because now you're still pinned. All right, let's go rook c8. So So we're threatening to come down here. Okay, so rook c2. I could play b6, so this pawn is not in danger anymore. Rook c2, I just don't like how rook b1 is going to happen. Yeah, I don't think we should do that. So I guess b6 is the move. Okay, b6. Now, if this ever happens in the future, I'm not going to be losing a pawn, right? So that's the good news. e4, I guess we just move. Not a big deal. Then rook b1, we move the queen somewhere. Okay. Actually, you can't do that. I take this. If you do this, I take this. So that's, yeah, it's not that easy for white. Okay. We go back. So that's like a fork, and then I think we can maybe win a pawn. Now it's going to be tricky because this might be hanging. Hmm. I'm going to play this because I can take this pawn whenever I want. So I don't think I'm in a hurry for that. So rook c1, I'm thinking we just move the queen here. This is getting a little tricky, actually. I have to be careful. So rook c1 we take. Rook c1, queen d3. You take with the queen. I guess I'm taking this now. Okay. I think we can win this rook ending easily, so I'm going to go ahead and offer the queen trade. And I'll be able to play the rook ending a lot faster, so I think this is smart. We'll just go for this. Because I can get here. Which is very bad news for white, I think. Maybe it's not that easy, but if I can get my king over here, it shouldn't be too bad. So we'll get the rook there to tie him down. Try to just run over like this. That's my plan. Okay, we're going to do that at the right moment. I don't know if I should play like f6 just to kind of slow down these pawns a little bit. Maybe I can trade. Or just go for this. I mean, it's not the end of the world if he gets an H pawn here. I just don't want to give him 2 pawns. 1 pawn I think is pretty easy to stop. With the rook behind it, even if you have to sack for it, as long as we have 2 connected pawns pushing down, we should win. So he's going to get this one. I'm going to get this one. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Okay. I have to make sure that I can sacrifice for the pawn. But I think I should be able to. I can do it next move. I can do it next move. And then I think I'm winning. I think this is a winning endgame. At least in theory, as long as I keep the pawns together. Because this king's going to be so far, right? Don't think that matters. Just get away from the checks. Oh, how do I get away from the checks? Shoot. How do I get away from the checks? No, that was 3 times. No. How was that 3 times? I thought that was the second time. That was 3. Can I not count? I really thought that was 2 times. 1. Oh. It is the 3rd time. Okay, so if you're wondering, guys, it's the same position 3 times. And in my it's not doesn't have to be back and forth. It can be like a different way, but if it's the same position 3 times, which is what I just did, it's a draw. Dude. Man, I'm just having one of those nights. I should have won that. I should have won that game. We had the brilliant move that didn't really help us much. So yeah, like I was saying, if they take, we can go check and then take the queen. Yeah, so Stockfish agrees with me. This is definitely winning. Looks like I did everything right. Nope, not here. So I needed to go king b4. Okay, I guess let him do this and just push. And just push. Because I'm going to be faster. No, not. Now I have to do this. Only move. Now I push. I don't quite understand why. What happens if I push right away? He plays g6. Are you kidding me? If I take, he gets a queen. What is this? What is this, Stockfish? What is going on? And if I try to stop this? Yo, he wins. I mean... See, I would say this is why you should study endgames, but then it's like you could spend hours and hours and hours and hours studying endgames, and you're still going to get confused by some of these things. I don't know if it's the best use of your time or not. Okay, was this a win at the end here at least? It wasn't a win? This wasn't a win. That's fascinating. So I guess I shouldn't feel bad. That's why I couldn't see a way to win. There was no win. I can't get away from the checks unless I abandon the pawn. And if I abandon the pawn, he's going to take the pawn. And I can't let him do that. So it's a draw. It's a draw. First stream you caught live since my birthday. Happy belated birthday. Yours is the 26th. Oh, nice. Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Well, happy birthday to you too. Happy belated birthday to you too. Thanks. That's exciting. All right, guys. We gotta win some more games here. I'm getting frustrated. Ooh, 24-57. Let's go. Let's go. French defense? No. I need to get some new lines against the French. That's what I'm realizing. Although, I mean, I guess I do have a pretty good success with this because most people don't play the refutation. Let's see if he's going to play it. Nope. Okay. I'm going to throw in this check. I'm going to throw it in. Yeah. Force him to move the pawn there. And now I'll go back. It's one of those situations where I feel like it's actually kind of an annoying place for the pawn. He wants to trade this. Okay. Let's castle. Okay, let's bring the rook to the center. Or do I play knight e5? Let's see. Takes. No, I think we should. Yeah, let's bring the rook. I think the rook needs to be over here. Should be 6. All right. All right, let's pin the knight here. He might play queen c7. No, he castles. Ooh, wow. Very dangerous decision. Very dangerous decision. Got that annoying check. Got that super annoying check. I really don't want to deal with that check. Okay, this one, I think we just go back. He's not going to play g5, right? So you do that. Okay, so now I can jump in, right? Now I can jump in and maybe, just maybe, cause some problems. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, so here's why this is so good for me, guys. We have an annoying pin. We have 2 rooks on really good open files that are now hitting everything. Queen's in a pretty good position where it can kind of go wherever we need it to. The knight can jump in and put more pressure. And black's pieces are, just seems like they're just holding on here. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, dude. He has to play queen e8, which is an ugly move. Alternatively, I take here. No, that's not good. It's got to be this. Has to be the move. Queen e8. Okay, so if we want to get the bishop, we can do that and then see where we go from there. Maybe knight e4. Alternatively, I could probably just play knight e4 straight away. Yeah, this looks really good, knight e4. Looks really good. Queen g3 also could be a move. Feels like we should be winning here. Really feels like we should be winning. Let's see. So queen g3, what's the point? Well, we're taking away the pawn. I don't think that's worth it. I think it should be knight e4. Or knight b5 is interesting too. Knight b5, we're hitting the pawn. We're threatening this fork. Let's see. Try to play rook c8. I'll just take you here. Rook is basically trapped. So how do you stop this move? Knight to d5 must be the move. But then I take. You have to take me. And I jump in. So knight b5. Okay, yeah. Knight e4, knight d5. Not as good. It's got to be knight b5, guys. And then on rook c8, we just we take it. He goes there. Then I can take, go here, and ooh, there's also that fork. Oh yeah, this has got to be the move. This has got to be the move. We're going for it. I don't see how he's gonna get away from this. I don't see it. Stop over analyzing. Only chess were that simple. Just stop over analyzing. Just play the best move. Hurry up and play the best move. I don't know what they're gonna do. I think this is really strong. Knight b5, going for this. Okay, so he goes for that. And I think what I was going to do is take it this way. My idea is that if the rook tries to go back to a8, now it gets forked. Which means you have to either go here, where I probably have bishop g3, or you have to go here, where I trap the queen. Yes, yes, yes. This looks really unpleasant for black. Wow. So he's just abandoning ship. He's abandoning ship, saying just take everything at this point. Okay, I will have to do that then. Okay, so he just gives me the exchange. We're up in exchange, which is great. Still have to be a little careful. I mean, I could just play like something safe, like c3. Ideally, I'd like to find a bit more strong of a move. Queen g3 looks kind of good, but I don't know if that's the way. I'm going to get my knight in here. If I take and the knight takes, we have a beautiful tactic. So he's going to take with the queen. Can I just play something like knight c3 and just try to like trade everything and go into a winning endgame? Is that the smartest thing to do? All right, let's take it. I'm expecting queen c. He takes with the rook. Okay. Now I can play like c4 though. Maybe. Yes, let's do c4. Point is, we want to really solidify the knight here. Knight b4, I mean, I don't think that's a huge deal. I don't think knight b4 is a huge deal. I'd probably just go queen b3, defend everything. Okay, what's the situation? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's just a rook for a knight, which is great. And I have the queenside majority, so pushing over here somehow is probably the best plan. Okay, let's watch out for checkmate. Queen h4, I'm just going to play h3. I'm just going to play h3 there. I know he wants to try to do something here, but yeah, he doesn't really have much. So he goes back with the knight. Okay. So let's go here. We hit the rook. We also are threatening this. He doesn't have time to attack me because the rook is hanging. You can't go for this because I'm going to come in with check, and then I still have h3. Oh, wait a second. That's actually a fork. I didn't even realize this. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, that's smart, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, guys, I think I have a cool tactic. Oh. Look at that one. Look at that one. Because if he takes, I just simplify into this endgame. Which is what I wanted. If he doesn't take, I mean, still probably fine for me. Just don't get forked, right? Just don't get forked. Easier said than done with 2 knights on the board. Okay. The knights are scaring me a little bit. They are scaring me a little bit. Let's just give the king some breathing room. How does that sound? Give it some breathing room. Okay. So what do I need to do now? Ah, I didn't see that. Did not see that one. Okay, but it might work out okay for us, actually. It might work out okay for us anyway. If we land on the 7th rank here, ooh, that's really dangerous. So he's trying to stop that. He's trying to stop that. Okay, well, I'll take the 8th rank then. It's not as good, but it's something. Okay. Now we're threatening some sort of a weird mating net, I think. Actually, yeah, this is just checkmate. We're threatening checkmate. Okay. He's going to try to run. How do we do this? That's checkmate. Okay. I think we've got him. I think we've got him, guys. The knights cannot do anything. The rook cannot stop this. That is game over, isn't it? He's got a one random check. I just run here. This doesn't help you. Checkmate. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. I'm sorry. What? In case I pre-moved the checkmate? All right. I see. See what you did there. 90. He played with 90 accuracy. Brilliant move. Very good. Let's update the counter. 58. What was it? Queen takes F7. Yeah, that makes sense. So I think I explained this to you guys. Was it last stream or a couple streams ago? When you see a knight and there's like a potential fork on like 2 squares, the way that you make use of that usually is like by sacrificing something. So like I can't even go here right now because the queen. But in my mind, I was thinking, okay, if we can lure the queen away, then I could go there. There would be a fork. If the king and the rook are like the only pieces left, I literally just get a free rook. So I can actually sacrifice the rook. So this is a queen trade, but I'm sacrificing a rook to get the follow-up fork. And so it's just like a big trade, except I win that pawn on f7, and this is what I want. So that's how you would try to think about that. Hey, welcome. The memer, 90-31. Ah, what a nice move. Queen takes f7, and then the rooks are just too powerful. And here I thought I was getting onto the 7th rank, which is what I wanted. But he found knight a5, and then, yeah, I played the best thing here. And yep, it's over. You can't stop it. Cannot stop the checkmate. All right. All right. Let's go e4 again. Ooh, why does everybody play the French? Like, the French is my least favorite opening to face. It really is. Now, at least now with the Alep Gambit, I like half enjoy it now. Before that, I used to like, I did not enjoy playing against the French. Now it's okay. It's not so terrible now. Okay, so this guy's going for the same plan. I'm going to just try to be annoying again with the pin. And on bishop b7, I think I will jump my knight in. Or actually, maybe I need to set it up first. Maybe I need some more support here. Hold on. Yeah, I probably should. So let's get ready to try to play knight e5 here. The reason I want to play knight e5 is because it opens up the... Ooh, well, now he castled. Now, oh, that changes everything. That was a bad move. Now we can play queen h4. Immediately need to change plans. Go for the checkmate. Okay, here we go. That's the cool thing about queen e1. You could use it this way to attack the king and support your knight e5. Or you can use it this way if they castle and attack over here. And by the way, this only makes sense in these openings where you don't have your pawn on f2. So you have to somehow gambit that pawn. So king's gambit or Alep gambit or some of the gambits that I play, right, where you give up that pawn. That's why this is an option for us. So that's what's so cool. Yeah, here we just sack and we checkmate the king. I don't think there's even a reason to think about it. Just sack and checkmate the king. There's no way he's going to survive this game. All right. Usually, knight g5 is the way to go. Occasionally, it's another move, but I think we'll just stick with the normal move here. Let's see. Yep. So bishop f8 loses immediately to bishop h7 check. Oh, there you go. Bishop h7 check. Good game. Checkmate. That's checkmate in 17 moves, folks. And a brilliant move. Yes. Alep Gambit crushes the French defense. Wow. Bishop takes h6. There's another one. That's 59. Boys and girls. Ah, that's a good confidence booster right there. All right, so are we just winning after h6? Let me see. I think we're probably winning after castles. Let's see. So it's pretty equal. Black has a small advantage. And then instantly we have a big advantage. Yeah, queen h4 and then h6. We sack, and after they take, it's over. Their only chance is to play rook e8 immediately, not even take the bishop, which is very hard to do in a game, right? And yeah, they're just too slow. They're just too slow. This is the threat. Check and checkmate, as we saw. Bishop f8 does not stop that. So you could try knight f8, but then you lose this, because now you have two attackers here, and you lost your other defender. So there's just no good moves for black. Stockfish would play queen e7. Stockfish would play queen e7. And if I do this, let's see, what would I play against this now? No, he'd probably just go... Probably just go here and take. Or even take first. Can I take first? Yeah, and just like take the queen. That's one way to do it. Or to go there right away. And then take it. Basically same thing. Yeah, just winning. Just winning. Did we get white 3 times in a row? I think we did, right? All right, I have to play the Ponziani, guys. Ponziani course is going to be released really soon. I have to play it. I don't know why people play bishop c5. It's not a good move. I talk about it in the course. It's played a lot. It's just not a good move. You're just like wasting time. Like, why are they going there? Yeah, you can do this, but why? You know? All right, well, we're happy with the opening. We got this. Now we're going to pin the knight. I'll talk about this more in the course. We're going to castle. And we have a great position out of the opening. I mean, this is everything you can hope for from an opening. Perfect center, quick development, castled before the opponent. I mean, everything about this looks really good for us. I think we go rook e1. We want to be ready. If they would have played knight f6, we were ready to play e5 and bust open the center. This is probably a little bit better of a move. Not sure if it's a good move, but it's maybe a little better. Let's see. I'm tempted to play e5 anyway. I just have a feeling that that's a good idea. Because if we take here, we have a target. We could bring the bishop to f4. I think e5 is probably solid. Or we could just go here, queen d2, maybe even just sack that way is another option. Yeah. Let's go bishop f4, actually. I think this is fine. And I expect they're going to castle, right? And I think I'll go queen d2 here. And I am eyeing this. Now, it's not the same as last game. Last game, we had literally every piece in position to checkmate after we sacrificed. We had the bishop lined up. We had the rook on the f-file. Here, it's a little different. Even so, they're still scared of us sacking and are trying to prevent it. I'm thinking now we can just drop back and threaten e5 that way. Don't really need the bishop here anymore. It kind of served its purpose. Well, let's see. Are we losing a pawn? Might be losing a pawn if I go there immediately. But do I care? That's the question. Do I care? I think I do care. Yeah, I think I do care. Okay. Well, what about 95? You know, 95 is an interesting move because the thing about 95 is if you take me and I take back and you go here, now I can swing back with the annoying check and put some pressure that way. I'd also potentially like my rook to be here. So maybe I should set that up first. Yeah, let's set it up first. I think we can afford to be a little patient here. Black's kind of cramped, so we don't have to rush this situation. Okay, fine. We'll just drop the bishop back. No problem. f5. Okay. The problem with f5 in my mind is you're really creating some weaknesses here and here, which means the king might have some problems. So the question is, how can we best take advantage of this? Obviously, we don't want to get our bishop trapped. So that's the first thing. We don't want to get the bishop trapped. We're probably going to need to take this. Just wondering if there's anything else, like throwing in this push before we take, or do we just take it right away? Maybe we just take it right away. Okay, let's just take it right away. Okay. I'm thinking of this move because I want to get control of this diagonal. That looks like where all the tactics might happen. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Hold on. Are we losing the pawn? Wait a second. Takes. No, I don't think we're losing a pawn. Okay, let's go. This guy is not thought at all the whole game. Okay. So he wants to maintain control of this diagonal with the queen. Smart. I think we need to move this knight in somehow. Is it knight to d5 because we can get rid of this annoying bishop then? Or is it knight to e4 and try to set up some sacrifice? Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to do that. I think knight d5 just feels like the more appropriate move. But we have to make sure actually that we're actually okay here. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Let's go. Let's go. This is a very strange position. I'm not going to lie. This is a very strange position. Wow. Okay, hold on. Do we have attack? Let's see. So there just whenever there's like multiple pieces, you always want to check if there's some kind of a tactic, right? There's all sorts of things here we have to consider. So if we trade first and the queen takes, we win a piece. Okay. So if we take, then they're going to have to take with the knight. And then I don't necessarily see anything. If I take here first and they take with the queen, we win a piece. No, we don't. There's a rook. Never mind. They could take with... No, they can't take with the queen. There's a rook here. Okay, so they have to take with the knight. Okay, so this could happen. Also, I can get rid of that bishop like I mentioned. But then this is actually smart because we have queen c2. But it opens up their rook. Wow. I feel like what I should do is trade and play queen c2. I don't know why. I just feel like that's what I should do. Let's do that. Let's just really put the pressure on this diagonal as much as we can. How does that sound? You guys think that's a good idea? Wait a minute. Do we have a crazy move? Hold on. Check, takes. If they take my bishop, I have this rook e7, which is incredible. So what are they going to play? I'm still threatening that. Let's say they play rook e8. Sack. Probably too early, but man, I really wanted to go there. All right, let's play queen c2. I need to speed up. This guy is playing like a speed chess game. I got to speed up a little bit. We're a little bit too far behind on time. Okay, so there we go. Can't play queen f5 because the... Actually, technically, you could play queen f5. He doesn't do it. Knight h4? Ooh, so this is a huge weakness in the position. We're threatening an immediate tactic. So black has to be really careful here because this is about to happen. Okay, that doesn't exactly stop it, but it would just be a trade. So should I want that trade or not? I guess I don't mind that trade. Alternatively, I could play something like rook e2 and try to double up here. Maybe that's the way, guys. Maybe that's the way. Or rook e3. Which one's better? Rook e2, rook e3. Or rook c2, so I can swing over this way instead. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to go rook e3. Because if we get this pin, I think this becomes even more powerful. I think it's too soon right now. He just takes with the rook. He moves his king. It's just a big trade. And I don't really see what happens after that, except it's just a big trade, like I said. Now, I can go here. Let's see, I have a check, but he always has d5, so it doesn't quite work. Can also just go here. Takes. Okay, I'm going to pin it. Man. Checkmate? No, because I have queen f1. So, but the problem is he's going to get this pawn. Yeah, it's just a big trade, which I didn't want to do this. But fortunately, this is what I've got. So I have to play this. It's an equal endgame, but I don't like the time situation. Although, if your opponent plays every move in like 2 seconds, I mean, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? So, here we go. Stopping the fork. I guess it's a draw if I don't get flagged. But can we not get flagged is the question, right? Not that easily. Can we not get flagged? What's happening, guys? What's happening? Pawn breakthrough for the win? No. No. Ah. I knew the time was going to be a problem. I knew it was going to be a problem. Unbelievable. I obviously should not have lost that game. I got to see what happened now. The guy was playing like every single... Yeah, we never actually had an advantage. Man, who is this? Never played him before. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, they didn't play a good line. You could see, like, yeah, we're a slight advantage. It's not really a great setup for black, but Somehow they got away with it. Okay, knight d5 was the best move here. I played it a little bit later. I should have played it right away. Oh, I played it the next move, yeah. And then Stockfish actually wants me to get rid of the bishop. Which, okay, makes sense. Yeah, so see the thing about the sacrifice here is I didn't like how black had the file. So that's why I didn't think it made sense to go for that line. And then here, maybe I shouldn't have gone for this trade, although, no, it's fine. Yeah, this endgame's fine. It's an equal endgame. I just was too low on time. If I had like an extra 30 seconds, I probably would have been able to draw this. Yeah, I just was moving fast here, and then, let's see. Ah, G4 is the move. So I had to create a pass pawn and not let the king in? Is that what's going on? Like, why is F4 such a bad move? Let's see. Yeah, he played the best move. I thought the pawn breakthrough would work, but I'm too slow. I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know what happened that game. They just played really well. I don't know what to say. They didn't think all game, so there's not much I can do. I don't think they even spent more than like 15 seconds on any move. Maybe once in the game. National Master rated 2145? What? Yeah, I don't like games like this because it's a... you know they're a pretty strong player, and then if you win, you get 3 points. If you lose 13 points. These are not ideal matchups. But this is what we have. So let's just do the best we can. They're 2,800 in bullet? Oh, for real? I didn't see that. Yes, they are. 2,800 in bullet. Wow. Wow. I think they don't play rapid. So wait, what was my plan against this? I think I was gonna either go check and 94 or just straight away for this. Let me think. Check. Let's say bishop d2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was gonna do a check. Okay, and now maybe here. Oh, then he takes, right? Why do I already feel like I've made a mistake? All right, let's go here. Okay, so what are we? We're down a pawn, but we don't have a great position, I don't think. Let me castle. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't like what I did here, guys. I really don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna play c6. Hope they take. If they push, that's gonna be really annoying. But then we'll go bishop e6, and yeah, we'll see if we can generate some kind of an attack here. I want to get my queen out here, use the bishop, use the knight. Okay, so maybe just knight d7 for now. Yeah, let's bring the queen over. We have to give up the bishop, but I want to get the queen active, and now we can start trying to push the pawns. So b5 takes b4. Where does the knight move? Here. I take. It's probably not worth sacrificing a knight, right? Well, let's be honest. Let's be honest about it. If I have to move my knight to g6, there's no way that knight's going to participate in the attack anyway. I'm kind of like, why not? Go ahead and take the knight. I don't care. I really don't care about it. Yeah. I don't want to waste a lot of time on this game. I feel like this person's like way underrated anyway, so I'm just going to play quickly here. Try to generate an attack. $2,800 bullet is very good. That tells me this person is very, very strong. They just don't ever play rapid. I think it looks like they only played like 4 rapid games or something. Okay, let's go. Whoa. Whoa. I'm going to defend that because that would be losing my knight. He also defended this. Yeah, such a great move. We have a fork, but I'm still going to be in big trouble here. I need a lot more than a fork right now. Yeah, this guy is crushing me. I'm just sacking the pawn to open up the lines, but don't really see much here. This is just a lost position for me. I mean, I've been lost for a long time. I messed up the opening, and it's kind of frustrating when you get paired with these players. Okay. Can't do anything. I'm gonna take this and just win. I don't know. I guess we get away from the diagonal, the king. Oh wow, he has knight g6. I just noticed that. He's gonna. I'm gonna bet he's gonna see it. I'm gonna bet he's gonna see it. And that might even be better. He's doing that first. Now this is gonna be checkmate. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Let's play g5 because at least now it's not checkmate. I stopped the queen. Otherwise, it was checkmate. See, look at these moves. Just, I mean, he wants me to take because then he pushes in that's it. I'm done. I'm done for. I'm trying to get the queen off this diagonal and then take the knight. Now I'm still probably losing because of these pawns, but I'm gonna at least try this. All right, so this is the threat. This is the threat. I can go here and here, then he just pushes. Let's see. Queen d8. He just forks me. I have nothing to do, guys. I'm so sorry. There's no moves. There's just no moves. F6, King G7. I mean, that doesn't look good. I don't know. Oh, yeah. There's that. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Like, why is this person playing rapid now? Like, you never play, but you're just going to play now? And why are you rated 2100? Like, I don't understand. Okay. Anyway. B3. Well, against B3, I mean, I think this is kind of annoying. So, like, a lot of people who play this, they want to play E3 next and then bring this bishop over here to get your knight, and then they have a really strong control over the dark squares. So if you go here, you are stopping their kind of normal plan of action. And so I think it's just kind of an annoying place for the bishop. I have not studied this in any kind of detail, so sort of just trying to figure it out. Maybe just e6. Just defend the pawn. Okay, so they go there. All right. I wonder if I should take it and mess up the pawn structure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take it, mess up the pawn structure, and I might just push. I might just push because now it's like kind of awkward for white. It's kind of awkward for them. Okay, I think we just develop the knight. F4. Trying to figure out like where should my pieces be placed, you know? Like I could attack that pawn. And then after G3, they're probably gonna go for this setup. I could go check and put my knight here. That seems reasonable. Bishop's gonna be really strong though. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea how to mix it up a little bit. Okay. Let's go here. And on G3, I'm going to play the move G5. Oh, I was not expecting Queen G4. Queen G4. Not anticipating that. Okay. Can I just go knight f6? I mean, are they going to just take this? Rook G8. Queen goes here. This is a very strange position. I don't know what's going on. I guess I'll go for it. Guess I'll go for it. All right. I mean, if they take me, I'm at least going to get some quick development. We put the rook on G8. Queen has to go here. Maybe I can even trade. The king's going to be on D2, which I'm not sure how easy of a target that is, but okay, I think this is the only move. I guess I could technically play King E7, but do I want to play King E7? I don't think I want to play King E7. I want to play this. Okay, so he's going to go there. We can attack it again, but why? We can throw in the check and then trade. The king is going to be there. We can play Queen Queen D6, threatening F4, threatening this. There's B3 or A3. I can't even talk. All right, that's pretty interesting. Let's try that. Wait, what's the alternative? I go Queen E7 now. Wait, what if I play Knight B4? Hold on. If I play Knight B4, threatening this, how do you stop that? Knight A3? Yeah, I guess Knight A3 stops it, doesn't it? All right, let's do this one. This seems in my style. Get the king on the center, then try to attack it. Maybe we can castle here. Oh, I can't play Queen D6 because I'm losing my knight. I just realized that. Okay, but I can go Rook G6 first. Okay. I can do this first. What? What just happened? Why did they resign? What in the world? That was so weird. Such a weird time to resign. Maybe they had to go. Maybe that's why they were playing so fast. They had to go somewhere. And was his account banned, someone said? No, I don't think so. Not banned yet. It is a new account, so who knows? I have no idea. have no idea. Did we even have a good position? Oh, we had knight e4 check. I am not gonna lie. I did not see that at all. I did not see that at all. I was not gonna play this move, probably. Maybe I would have noticed it. Probably not. I had my mind set on queen d6. Oh, that's why they resigned, because they're losing. Their queen is trapped. Oh my. You guys see that, right? Knight e4 check wins the queen. I wasn't even thinking that there could be a tactic like that. With the king on d2, that's brilliant, actually. I just stumbled upon a brilliant idea. That's pretty rare. Just like, oh, there's a queen. My opponent saw it. He saw it right away. Okay. Wow. That was something. Never resign before the opponent plays it. Exactly, Viper King. Exactly. Okay, let's just keep trying the Budapest for this stream. Why not? We've come this far. May as well finish it out. Oh, he pushes by. You don't see that very often. Probably because it's just not that good. Because now I can just put my bishop here, and I'm pretty happy with the position. Probably threatening to take it. Now, I want my knight to go here. If we go check, the knight can block. I mean, there's this craziness, but no, he's going to have knight f3. It's not worth it. We can't do that. Can't do that. So, let's go here. So my plan's going to be castle, move the knight, probably throw the f pawn forward. Yeah, and in fact, maybe even just knight g4. Knight g4 is probably pretty annoying, guys. Oh, okay, so you got to play like knight h3, right, to defend that? And I can bring out the queen and just play f5 and castle. Should I do that? Should I do it? Let's see. That's the only way to defend. So you're definitely going to play knight h3. We have queen h4. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And also, I don't have to play queen h4. I could just castle and play f5, right? So he's going to play knight h3. Only move that I see to defend this. Queen h4, you have to defend. So g3, we just drop back, and that's pretty annoying. He's probably going to go with like queen c2 or something. Yeah, this looks pretty annoying. Let's do it. This looks really annoying, actually. I still have ideas of castling and playing f5, but I'm trying to be more quick about it. Okay, of course, we have to consider if we sack the queen, is there any benefit? No, we don't have enough pieces ready to attack, so we're not going to do that. I don't think. I say that. Hold on. If you take here, and I take the queen, and you take here, I take, you take, yeah, I'm definitely losing. Okay, we can't do that. All right, so back to f6. Back to f6. Yeah, just keep attacking. I mean, I don't actually know if that was smart, because maybe this is a useful move for him. I'm not sure. In my mind, I was thinking it's a weakening move, but So 93 is what I'm thinking. We just jump in. I mean, white has a problem with these dark squares, especially if you give up the bishop and I have my bishop. Like, it's going to be really difficult for them to do something, right? Also, they have to be careful. We've got a lot of pieces that are under attack. Now, they're defended at the moment. But, yeah. Doesn't seem like I have a ton, except the long-term dark square weaknesses. But that's something. Is it enough to win? I don't know. Why are they not taking it though? Are they actually thinking of moving the queen? Huh. If they move the queen, takes. There's this crazy check. King goes here. They can take my rook, but then I probably have checkmate. They're offering a draw. Why are they offering a draw? Does this look like a draw to you guys? They offered a draw. I don't think I want to draw. I think I like my position. We go queen e2. Okay. So we're going to go back. Or are we? I could just put it right here. Just keep it right there. No, then knight b5 is annoying. I am going to go back. The annoying thing about going back is knight a4. Okay, so if I want to keep the bishop, I have time. I can do that. Or play something else like h5, h4 is what I would like to do. Queen h6 is interesting. As we attack the knight has to move. Guess I don't really have anything. Also, we could try to bring this knight into the game over this way somehow. I really don't know what to do. I like h5 though. I think this looks kind of good. Because then we can target this pawn. Is that worth it though? Or should I get my pieces out? Maybe I should get my pieces out. It might be dangerous to not develop the pieces. I'm having a hard time making decisions tonight. I don't know what it is. Okay. I'm going to bring out the knight. Let's get some pieces into the game. Okay, so if I go here, I'm threatening to go to there. If the pawn goes forward, I don't like... Actually, no, I still can go there and get to d4. That's actually great. That's actually fantastic. If we get the knight on d4, that's amazing. Definitely am going for that. So like queen c2 comes to mind. But then I can take and take. So how do they stop me from doing this? I don't know how they stop me. It's not easy. Queen d1. I mean, that seems like an ugly move, but I guess maybe it works to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Keep everything defended. Okay, maybe queen d1. But then I could play a5 to stop b4. Takes, 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 takes. And we're happy. Okay. Oh, they do go queen c2. Rook f1, knight check. Or just check here and then knight check. Yeah, that's good. Let's go. Let's go. The rook is under attack. King cannot castle. We have knight d3. We have queen e3. The bishop is ready. This has got to be losing for white. What? They're just going to give me free rook? Okay. Is that better than this? Check. I mean, it's a rook. It's a rook. I got to take the rook. It's two rooks, actually. What am I saying? Now it's two rooks because he didn't play bishop f1. So we can do this. Take another rook. I like rooks. I think I'll take the rook. Yeah, I think I'll take the other rook here. Okay. My opponent is mad because I didn't give him a draw, but I would be losing points, and they're saying that their phone isn't charging correctly or something. Like, I mean, it seems like you should check that before you start a game, not like blame the opponent for not giving you a draw, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Okay, if I take check, I just can hide over here. I think we're okay. The queen could come in, but I think we're fine. Let me take this. All right, option one, king f1. The queen can invade, but we probably have some kind of a checkmate. Also, they're not even threatening anything, so it's not a big deal. Option two, I could play this, let him take and castle. And my king's really safe, but I do have a pawn to worry about. Guess I'll go king f1. I mean, king f8. Now let's go king f8. So queen here, I mean, yeah, it looks scary, but there's no threat. There's no rooks. There's no rooks to support the queen. Luckily for me, so we're good. And then the bishop and the queen are going to do some damage on the king. Okay. I mean, it would have been one thing if they offered me a draw, like in a drawn position, but I felt like I had a pretty good position from like move 3. So, I mean, it's yeah, it's just like hard for me to accept that. Yeah, they just blundered this stuff and that was it. Okay. Weird game. Okay, we are black again. All right, so let's see what we can do with the Scandinavian. So I have 2 courses that are coming out very soon. We have the Ponziani one, which I already mentioned. We also have the Scandinavian one, where I teach you this knight f6 line. And let me think. Let's go with bishop g4 here. We'll take it with the queen. And against this, I like to go to h5. There's different ways to do it. I like to be real aggressive. Sometimes it doesn't work out the best for me, but it just suits my style to be really aggressive with this. So that's what I'm going to do here. Usually I'll sack the bishop. There's actually different ways you can sack it. Option 1, you just take the pawn. Option 2, you just leave it sit there. You let them take you, and you come in with the knight. The benefit of taking here is you get rid of 2 pawns, and the king is a bit more exposed. The benefit of letting them take you is you can get a free developing move. Like you can castle, or you can play this to get the bishop to come out, and then the knight gets to jump in immediately, so you have a checkmate threat immediately. So in this position, I think I'm actually going to go with that option. Let me just think for a second. Should I go with the option where I let him just take me? Yeah, I'll do that one. We'll play this one this time. So here we go. We come in with the knight. They do have an annoying move, which I'll show you if they take this. They do have an annoying move, knight h4. So takes, knight h4. It's annoying because it blocks the checkmate temporarily and creates this attack here. I believe I have to make the trade. But then we can keep attacking. Bishop d6. And if they block, we can like throw the pawns forward. I mean, that's the point of this. Playing this way is you try to attack their king. You don't have to do this, obviously. There are other ways you can do it. You can, going back to here, you can, put your queen just back to one of these squares. You can, whoa, knight h2. Okay, so they're gonna say, no, I don't want your free piece. All right. I guess we have to make a trade. Looks like I can't go back because of this, so I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, we'll trade the queens. It's fine. This is a good endgame for us. In castle now. So we have 2 knights out against their 2 knights. I think ours are slightly better placed. So the rook is on the file. And probably can just win a pawn right away. So they can't defend this. Now, the only thing that they could potentially do is sacrifice it. So bishop f4 takes rook c1. And then when I move, they actually go on the offensive. However, I am thinking about, okay, they didn't do that. They went here instead. Yeah, so now I could probably get away with taking it. Because now rook c1, I have time to move back. You're not actually threatening to take anything. And I could do something else. If they would have gone here, I think I was going to play knight d5. Try to trade the bishop for the knight. And if they move away, then I could take it. Because now we have a defender. But in this case, I'll just take the pawn. They're going to go rook c1. I'm going to go, let me think actually, where am I going to go? Here or here? This one's nice because we attack 2 pawns. This one looks like it would lead to a trade. I should probably do this, right? Let's do this. Attack the pawns. Okay. So, I mean, if I take this pawn, guys, we're going to be in trouble, right? We don't want to let the rook swing over. I have to move my knight, and then they come down here. We have all kinds of things to worry about. We don't want that. Here, they just move. I don't really know what my knight is doing there. So it's probably just time to develop a piece. Like, just go here. I think that's it. It lets the rook into the game. We stop a pin. And, okay, great. And getting this pawn actually made this pawn weaker. It's isolated. So this is kind of a long-term target. And, okay, we got to watch out for knight e5. That's a pretty good square for that knight if it lands there. I'm thinking maybe we go knight c6 here. Or try to force this trade, because then the bishop would do the job of covering that. That's actually kind of nice. Let's do that. Now, they don't have to take me, obviously. But if they go here, then knight d5 maybe is good. Or this knight to d5, one of the knights to d5. No, actually, there's a fork. Oh, there's not a fork they would take here first. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so g5, they go back. We do have to worry about this. I don't love that. I don't think I'm going to make them do that. I think I'm going to play knight c6, because then we control this, we pressure this, we block off the rook. And it probably gives me time to play like rook d7 and rook d8. And just pile up here. Everything is nice and defended. Should have a very pleasant position. Yeah, let's do that. So here we go. The rook's coming over. Okay, so he wants to go here. Probably I will stop that, only because I don't see where my knight's going to go if I let him push that. You have to be careful doing this. I've talked about it before, right? This is a hook where they can easily bust open the files. But there's a couple of things. Number one, there's no queens on the board, so it's not as dangerous as it normally would be. Number two, they can't really do that easily, because if they go here, I just take a pawn and then I can protect it and shut down the files that way. So it's not quite the same situation. If this pawn was already like this, if these pawns were like this, and I play a move like a6, then they can play b5, and it's kind of annoying. So I probably wouldn't have done that. But in this case, I think we can get away with it, and it's a relatively easy way to stop this. We just take. Okay, so they want to double up and put more pressure here. Makes sense. What am I going to do? Knight to d5. Maybe trying to trade the bishops, but if not, I could reroute this knight over here and deal with any problems. Also, I might even consider something like this, throwing my pawns forward over here. Or just bishop d6, forcing a trade. Maybe that's... My bishop's not very good, so maybe I should just do that. Yeah, let's do that. His bishop's really annoying. Mine's like not doing a whole lot. Okay, so he tries to come in, but now I can just trade. And like I said, I didn't love my bishop, so I'm going to go ahead and trade it off. I don't know if that's the best, but I think it's easier to play this way. All right, cool. Now his bishop's kind of stuck. I don't have to worry about it much, and my knights can start doing some cool things like this. And we can go here, or maybe even just immediately come down with the rook. Let's see where the rook goes first, then we'll decide. Okay. So if we want to attack the rook, we have these options. I can go here, but I think the most important thing is to get this other rook into the game. So let's do that. Because now I can force another trade if I want. And remember, we are up the pawn that we won. So this endgame, 3 against 2, queenside majority, is very good for us. Why is it very good for us? Well, 2 reasons. 1, our king is here, and 2, his king is not there. So if you imagine all the pieces get traded instantly off the board, it's easier for me to just push and get a pass pawn, and white has to waste all their time. Now the king's even further away. How are they going to get over here? It's going to take them like a million moves, right? So, okay. Yeah, I'm tempted to just trade the rook. This looks okay, but I don't really have a target. This is also potentially another way to trade rooks because of this pawn. Maybe I'll just do that. Rook c1, I'll just take it. Then we'll go on the second rank. once I get these rooks out of the back, I'm going to be planting the knight on d5 where it's really well defended. Okay, there we go. I think I'll come in here. Okay. So knight d5 is what I want to do next. Okay. I think we just continue with the plan, knight d5. Rook f3, and I have to make a decision. Do I defend this, trade it, or ignore it and try to do something by attacking the knight? Yeah, because I can almost, let's see, rook f3, knight here takes. I can almost trap the knight. It looks like it's just going to, okay, we got to calculate now. Knight to d4 takes. Let's see, if we attack the knight here, it jumps to d3. If we attack the knight here, no. It could go to here, though. Looks like it's trapped. Now there's a random check. He's going to get a bunch of pawns, but that's fine. Looks to me like it's trapped. Okay. The other thing, like I said, is to just maybe push f5. Then he can en passant. I don't like how that opens up the bishop. But then I don't lose any pawns. Okay, I'm going to go for this line. Unless hopefully I'm not miscalculating something. Because this is kind of a big deal. If I'm miscalculating something and I'm letting him just take a bunch of free pawns, I'm going to be in a bad position. But as long as I get the knight, it'll be worth it. But as far as I can tell, the knight is trapped. Okay, no, not there. That's the wrong one here. So no, because my knight and my rook. You can't defend it because I just take. Can't defend it with anything else, so you have to move here. Then I go there. Can't go there, you can't stay there, you can't go here because my knight. Yeah, it's trapped, right? Unless he has some surprise move. The checks don't do anything. I can always run up here. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not seeing anything for white except taking 2 pawns. But then I get, like I said, the knight for 2 pawns is worth it. Okay. There we go. That's why knights on the rim are dim. And knights in the corner are even dimmer. Doesn't rhyme, but that's what it is. Okay, I'll take this. Do I let him take this pawn or not? I mean, the only way to really stop him is to... Oh yeah, I can't really stop him because if I go here, then he takes this pawn. So probably just have to let it happen. And make sure that I don't mess around and push my pawns quickly, right? I'm going to go here. I'm take with the rook because I need to get my rook out of the way anyway. And then I'm going to push this guy. He's going to try to do the same thing. Probably what's going to happen is I'm going to sack this knight for this pawn when it gets to h6. So let's get that ready to go. Alternatively, just thinking if it makes sense to try to wait, but I don't think so. I think we can just sack it and probably win. We have all these pawns. I think we can do this. And now we can just push these guys. Of course, he has the G pawn, but that's going to be slower because he has to move the bishop out of the way and then he has to push it. Meanwhile, this guy's already got a head start here. So I believe we are in good shape. And he actually can't even move the bishop right away. Well, here, I guess technically you could go there. But you can't play G4 right away. Meanwhile, how is White going to stop me here? Okay, I have an idea. I'll show you guys a cool trick. We're going to go here and cut off the rook. We can't stop our pawn. If it ever goes there, we always could just go here. I don't think the bishop can get around there quickly. Let's see. Because my knight is just amazing. So he tries to do that. Fine. Just going to make sure my king is helping this pawn. And then we push it. That's it. Let's go behind. Rooks should go behind past pawns. The check doesn't bother me. I can block, or I can just run my king over here, which I think I'm going to do this one. A little closer to stopping this, now that I have this guy well supported by the rook. Okay, and now we can just bring the knight to here and win the rook. Okay. Come back, make sure we stop the pawn here. And that should do it. That should do it. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but that's fine. This is fine. Okay. Ah, brilliant move. Nice. Nice. No brilliant move. They gave me a brilliant move, and then they took it away. Just like that. All right. So the little blip here is probably when I sack the piece, because of course Stockfish is going to find the way to defend. It actually says this is a good option though. It doesn't mind this one. So that's what I should have done. They play d4. I can play e6, trying to get my bishop here. They're probably going to put their bishop there if they're smart. But the nice thing is I have pressure in the center, and I have long-term pressure on the king. Like, they have, for the rest of the game, they have to be very, very careful. And I can attack them different ways. I can use my bishop here. Sometimes the rook, can swing over, or you can just throw your pawns forward, right? h6, g5, g4, or even sometimes just sacrificing that and bringing the rook over and attacking is smart. Like if they make a bad move, yeah, g5 instantly is winning for black, right? Just an example. I'm not sure how many people are going to do that, but you get the point. They have to be very careful for the rest of the game. That's why I like to sacrifice this. So probably it's better to just take it in this particular case. But all right. Yeah, I can play one more game, maybe one or two more games. Let's see. Luke Skywalker, 2400. We're playing Luke Skywalker. Okay. Ponziani, I got to do it. Got to promote the course. It's not out yet, but it's coming very soon. So against knight of6, we're going to play d4. They can take here. They can take here. Those are pretty much the only two moves that you're going to see. If we see anything besides this, I'll be very surprised. d6 is the only one. Okay, there you go. I showed you guys some secret sauce last time. I'm gonna give a little bit more away. But if you want all the juicy details, you have to get the course. All right. I'm gonna give you some more. He's probably gonna go here. Oh, he goes for knight e4. Okay, knight e4. Knight e4. The thing you want to remember is it's lined up on the king. So queen e2. Boom. Go for this. There's a couple of options for black. I wouldn't be surprised if we see d5. There are some other ones. But at this high level, I would expect to see d5 or f5. Lower rated players lots of times will play knight c5 and get into trouble. I don't think this person's going to do it. Yeah, d5. So you're always going to en passant that pawn. Oh, he blunders. He blunders. He blunders. 2400 is blundering a piece. You guys see why? Because we have a pin. And when you have a pinned piece, all you have to do is attack it. You just attack the pinned piece. And they can't defend it. Can't go there because my pawn. You can't use this because your bishop. You have no way to defend this. We just want a piece. We just want a piece. I cover this in the course, by the way. And he falls right for it. d3. Okay, probably we just go here. What he's trying to do is distract us, right? But we're not going to fall for it because if we go there, we lose our pin. So we just go here. We just keep the threat. That's what we had going for us. We just keep it. Don't get distracted by measly pawns, right? Also, we would walk into some tactics, knight g3. All right. There we go. Take this guy. Okay, so I do need to think because normally, I'll tell you what the normal line is. Normal line is bishop takes d6, I take, they castle. I take, they take. I take here, boom, boom, boom. The rook comes over, and I would play bishop e3. That's like the main line that usually happens. The fact that he pushed this changes things a little bit. Oh, he just resigns? Dude, I'm just trying to teach a lesson here. That's it. You didn't have to resign. Okay. Well, all right. Let's do the game review, then I'll explain. Sorry, I bored him to death. That's another strategy. Ponziani for the win. There you go. You want to get 100 accuracy. That's how you do it. Okay. Let's go back. What was I saying? So I was going to have to think through, because even though you win a piece, it gets a little bit tricky because they can castle quickly. So I was thinking if taking here was the right move. And apparently it's actually better to take with the bishop, which I probably would have come to that conclusion maybe eventually. So in my mind, I was going to think like, okay, if I take, they take. This is the threat. How do I deal with this? Yeah, it's actually not that easy because like I said, let me show you the main line. Actually, the main line is this: they take right away. We take. They take. We take. Sorry, that's not the main line. What am I even saying? They castle. We take. So they're threatening this. Okay. So all we have to do is get rid of the pawn, and the reason is because now whenever they go here, we have bishop e3. We block it off. They throw in a check, doesn't matter. We block it. We're fine. We're totally fine. I mean, they can do this. We just, well, that's their queen's hanging. They can't do that. They have to move their queen. But we're going to bring out our bishop, and then we're going to castle, and life is good. Okay, we're just up a piece. So the way that they did it with this random d3, yeah, the best thing now is actually just take with the bishop, which I think I would have come to this conclusion. I just didn't get there yet. And rook e8 gives us time to just castle. Yes, you can. Actually, no, this is still tricky. But here's the thing that you have to remember. If they try to take advantage of the pin, we have check. So, moral of the story. Here's the moral of the story, guys. This is a common blunder. Bishop f5 is a common blunder. You have to play knight b to d2. And then you just have to be a little careful with the stuff happening on the e file. That's what it comes down to. And I talk about it a little bit more in the course, but I kind of already showed you the line here. So yeah, that's what you need to remember. So Ponziani strikes again. I mean, the course is not really to play it at the 2400 level. It's like, because when I did the course, I analyzed specifically the top moves played from like 600 to about 15 or 1600. And I wanted to see like, what are those people playing? And that's kind of how I made the course around. But it's even working at like high levels, which is kind of crazy. I mean, that was like, what, how many moves was that? Like 10 moves or something? Okay, let's just stick with the courses here. Okay, on d4 we're gonna go with bishop g4. He pre-moves knight f3, risky move there. We're gonna come out with the queen. He's gonna go bishop e2. Yep. And a lot of people like to play c4 here. Okay. So if they go with this setup and they play c4 right away, you have to remember queen f5. And there's a specific reason for this if they try to get pushy with d5. Now, is this person going to do it or not? I don't know. Let's see. I hope they do. I hope they do. There's a specific reason why the queen needs to be on f5. Okay, he's not going to go for it. He's not going to go for it. Too bad. On this, I think we just castle. Let me think for a second. I don't think this is like a main move. This is something different. I think, yeah, probably just castle. This is kind of the general setup, though. Usually you're going to castle queenside. They're going to castle kingside, and you get these really interesting positions. That's why I like this modern Scandinavian. Yeah, this guy is not really playing any mainline stuff. He's just sort of trying to develop his pieces. Okay. I'm tempted to play knight to b4 because one of the other benefits of the queen on f5 is you are threatening this. So if I do that and he tries to castle, I jump in, I'm able to take this. It's probably not that good. It's probably not that good. All right. It's worth considering though. Can I play e5 or do I have to play e6? That's what I'm thinking about now. So if we go for e5, let's just say they play d5 there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to let that happen. I think I'm going to go e6. All right, castle. That's what you would expect. Let's see. Maybe h6 and we start thinking about launching the pawns. That's kind of always a plan when you're in these positions because it's opposite side castling. So that makes a lot of sense. The other plan is to sometimes you put pressure on the d pawn. In this case, I think he's got it defended enough that I don't think we can win anything. Bishop b4 would be another one. Bishop d6 is another one. Bishop d6 I like too, because if I can get the queen over to h5, we have very similar positions to what we've seen before. Yeah, actually, let me do this. And yes, if you're wondering, Yes, there is c5, but then I can probably just go back or maybe even go up. But the problem with c5 is you permanently make this a hole for my knight, right? Well, as soon as this moves forward, d5 is like an outpost. And there's never going to be a pawn from white's position that can control it against. It's a very weakening move. Yeah, they're not going to do it. They want to go for this instead. But this allows me to try to attack. So here we go. Here we go. You've seen this idea before. Or maybe you haven't, but okay. Pause the stream. Black to play. What's the tactic? We have a very nice tactic here. Very nice tactic. All right. Hopefully you noticed it. Bishop takes h2 check. Let's go. Let's go. Not an easy one to spot because it looks like you've got it defended, but no. Boom. Now we jump in here. That's a move I didn't see, but I don't think it really does anything. I'm going to take the rook. I'm just going to take the rook. I like free rooks. Okay, so we won an exchange. He's trying to get a little tricky here, but I could even just take this. Yes, you could take me, but then I actually have checkmate. So if I take this, you have to take here. Oh, maybe I could even take with the rook. Oh, dude. Can we take with the rook? Because then I take with the knight, and I'm threatening checkmate on e2. He has knight g3, though. He has knight g3, unfortunately. Ah, too bad. All right, probably should do this. So hold on. If I do this, takes. Rook h4 threatens checkmate. Sorry about that. Check, I just run. Yeah, this guy's in trouble. This guy's in trouble. I think he's in a bad position. I mean, you can do that, dude, but I don't think this is going to end well for white. Let's go. But he has knight g3. I'm definitely willing to sacrifice this rook. I'm just trying to make sure I do it in the right way that we get checkmate here. So if we go queen h6, check here, takes, we have a couple of options. Option number one, knight to g4. Option number two, we take here. Let's see, what else can I do? I can also go here, which hits the rook. So then if he checks me, I'm threatening the rook. But I'm worried about rook d1. Wow, this is actually... Okay, this is actually a little bit more complicated than I realized. All right. If my knight is on g4, check there, check there, check. It's not even mate, though. He runs. This one is what I'm leaning towards. So then you can't do this because I take your rook. But you could play rook d1 at any moment. Let's say he plays it right away. Then I have rook d8. Check here. No, then he moves his knight. Oh, what is happening? Okay, hold on. What is happening, guys? Maybe I was careless. Maybe I went a little too quickly. All right, I think I should play this move. I think he's going to play rook d1. And then I'm not sure what I can do. I mean, there's always moves like rook e8, just defend the rook so that you don't lose it. But the problem is my king is walking into this guy. Ah, I have c6. Maybe I just play c6. Okay, hold on. Maybe c6, we just defend. Maybe that's the way. Still have to be a little careful with the queen and the rook here. But yeah, maybe c6 is the move I was missing. Rook d4. I don't think I want to give him that rook for that. I mean, yes, I could try to get fancy, but there's knight f1. Yeah, I think we go c6. I think we go c6, queen b8, and say, okay, I'm happy, I'm up material. I underestimated how tricky this was going to be with the rook coming here, actually. And I also missed that fork. I also completely missed that fork. Oh, why did I throw this game? Oh, man, guys. I totally threw this game. I'm going to lose that rook for free, aren't I? Can I even get anything in return? Oh, man. That's really bad. I did not see that one. Okay, I can't believe I did this. I cannot believe I did this. He blunders the tactic, and then I do this. Unbelievable. I mean, we can still play on, but now I'm just down a piece. We went from totally winning to being down a piece. All because I didn't see this fork. And I have to trade queens too, because I can't stop this. Dude. Okay, that was really bad. That was really bad, guys. All right, now we have to try to come back down a piece, which is unlikely. That was so bad. But he's playing so fast. I mean, he can blunder again. He blundered initially. He can blunder again. So it's not over yet. But we're definitely in trouble here. He wants to go knight to c5, I think. Or knight to g5. Yikes. Okay, let's stop that one. Maybe he tries to flag me and blunders. I think we could still win this. I think this person might mess up. I'm going to count on them making a mistake here. They're already kind of like missing little details, right? Like here I have king c8, you know, and then you're losing your piece back. They're going to go back, and I think I can play f5. Yeah. Then they're going to go back, and I'm going to play this. I'm getting a little something going here, actually. Okay. They don't have their h3 pawn to chase my knight away. Kind of funny. All right. I'm going to threaten a fork here. I'm going to attack the rook. They're going to move it somewhere. But I don't want to trade. I'm going to go here. Now my rook can actually get the file. Somehow, we are putting up a fight, I think. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Okay. Can we win it? Can we win it with this pawn? Don't have enough time. Don't have enough time. We're gonna get flagged. We're gonna get flagged. We almost came back, but I think we're gonna get flagged. What a shame. Ah, I hate this. I hate this. So annoying, guys. I hate losing games like that. I hate it so much. Guy had no idea what he was doing. He had no idea what he was doing. He just gets lucky. He just got so lucky. Like, totally blunders this. Like, look at this. Look at this. Makes me so mad. I actually played the best move until here. All I had to do was bring this rook over. That's it. I just rushed this because I just forgot that knight g3 was actually a good move. And then he can't even win up a piece, and we come back. Look at, like, we just outplayed this guy so much, and we get flagged in a rook against rook. I mean, stop wasting so much time. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I do. I explain the thought process. That's why people watch me. They don't want to just watch me, like, not say anything, because you don't learn as much. So, I think I should stop. I'm super tilted. I think if I play another game, I might not make good choices. Okay, last game. Last game. Tilted last game. Here we go. Here we go. I'm quite tilted, so I'm gonna just play really fast and hope that this works out. Let's try to play a gambit here. See if they accept it. Smith Moore. Okay, they're gonna accept it. All right. Bishop b4 right away. I'm pretty sure we... Let's castle first, get away from the pin. And I think we play a quick e5, if I remember correctly. And we try to jump our knight in here. I think the point is that the bishop is like misplaced over here. Like, what is it doing now? What's it doing? And I'm getting some control on these dark squares, like bishop g5. I think black might have some problems. All right, last game, guys. Win or lose, last game. Hopefully I don't throw it like I did the other one. Yeah, I'm already seeing some very dangerous stuff for black. Like my first question is, can I not just make you go home? Where's the knight gonna go? Oh, he wants to do this. But it's not, I don't know if this is good for him, guys. Hold up. We are so close to a queen trap right now. It is not even funny. Bishop g5, queen h3. f3, threatening knight f2. Is the queen going to get away? Dude, wait a sec. I can also play bishop g5, takes. f6, takes. Check. Looks really good for me. So if you can't play f6, you got to do something else. But this one looks really cool. Bishop g5. Only move is here. And then we go f3. That queen is trapped. It's just a question of... there's bishop... No, you can't go bishop check. Now, after I play knight f2, you could go there. That's why I'm not sure if it works. King h1. You take, I take. The queen is still trapped, though. That's what the amazing thing is. The queen is still trapped. Then we can play bishop f1. I'm going to do it. And if I miss something, probably going to rage quit and end the stream. But I think this is going to lead to a really insane queen trap. One that I've like never seen before in my life. Oh, but there's 95. Man, see, there's always some detail that I miss, right? 95 is what I didn't see. Man. I thought I could play this in knight f2, but no, f3, there's this. Nelson, why? Why? The problem is, guys, if I play f3, he takes me here. Now when I go knight f2, he has this move. And I'm checkmated. Rook e1. Takes. Bishop f1. Same thing. Oh, what about f4? Wait. f4? Nope. Then he has queen e3. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. That is incredible. I missed this one thing, this one little thing. I just missed it. I mean, no way to make this work, is there? Knight G. I could play Knight G3. And then if he takes, I actually could go like... No, then this is attacked. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Knight G3 takes F3. Hold on, hold on. Then Rook F2, Bishop F1? This is crazy. This is so crazy. All right, let's try it. I don't know. I'm frustrated. Let's just try it. Actually, no. He's attacking my bishop, so I have to go bishop e2. Okay, but we could play bishop e2. We could play bishop e2. F4. Move the rook, bishop f1, queen is trapped. I mean, I'm just missing so many little details. I'm sorry, guys. But I think I was totally winning. Honestly, back here, I bet you if I would have just played bishop g5, takes, totally winning. Although there's 95 there, actually. Oh, wow. That 95 move, maybe. Okay, anyway, back to the game. So he plays knight g6. Okay, so option number 1, here and here. No, he has knight h4. Option number 2, rook e1. But then he's going to take, and he's going to get a bunch of material for it. Option number 3. What's my other option, actually? I forgot. Hold on. Here, knight h4. This is a fascinating position, though, I must say. This is really interesting. Let's see. Queen b3 would attack the bishop. Why would I want to do that? Because then I can move my rook and go here. No, but this is what he wants. Yeah, he definitely wants this one. That's kind of annoying because it's threatening checkmate. Maybe I have to go for this. Maybe I have to go for it. Then we drop back. Doesn't have knight f3. Okay. Let's do it. The problem is he's going to get a rook and a bishop for the queen. So it's not really, and some pawns, right? So it's not really that bad for black. So I did all this work to trap the queen, and it's like, okay, now you're still losing. You know? Bishop. That's the problem. Yeah, but it looks cool. I could say I've done something that no one's done before. I don't think anyone's trapped the queen like this. I've never seen this before, so. He's probably going to take this. Then I guess I just go here, keep the trap. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. I'm going to guess takes and takes is what's going to happen. No, he decides to do that. Okay. So yeah, I mean, he's got a knight, a rook, and a bunch of pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, a rook, a knight, and a 3 pawns for the queen. Hmm. This is the problem. Like, what can I even do here? You know? What can I even do? Not sure why he played d5. That seems like a bad move. His bishop was pretty good. Seems like he just sort of blocked his own bishop. Yeah, that seems like a very questionable move. Also, he let me take, and now my rook can actually do something, so that's weird. Now we get to try to do something, at least. Okay. I have a pawn, so that's something I might be able to work with. He wants to go for some kind of a crazy checkmate, I guess, but... it's a fork. Okay, guys, what do we do here? I need to get my bishop on d4 before this pawn does, because otherwise I'm getting mated somehow, I bet. Yeah, the knight, the rook, there's all kinds of checkmates once his bishop gets involved, which is why I don't understand why he blocked it. I don't understand why he blocked it. Yeah, for some reason I thought I could do something against that, but maybe not. This is actually fascinating what is happening here. What is going on? What should I do, guys? I don't know if I should stop these or push my pawn. I'm really unsure about this. D3, I take, he pushes, I go here, and I win the pawn. I also could think about this, but I think he wants to sack and then, like, somehow set up something. Well, it looks like I at least have a draw. No, maybe not. Let's see. Wow, what is happening, guys? Guess I have to try to keep checking. I can't do anything about his pawn. Is the rook, right? I feel like it's probably just a draw, right? Yeah, I mean, I can't win that, but I'm happy with the draw, I guess. I don't. That game was like. Okay, we were never actually winning. No, we had one moment where we were winning. We had one moment. Fascinating. All right, so I thought it was going to be really good here, but apparently not as good as I thought it was. Yeah. No. Bishop f4. Let him go here. So, okay, so trapping the queen was the wrong idea, according to Stockfish. Trapping the queen was the wrong idea. Yeah, it's because even after I get it, I'm just still losing. Yeah, it's losing position. So it wasn't worth it, right? It just wasn't worth it. Now, did he mess up? He must have messed up later. Oh, Queen A1. I saw this later. I saw this later in the game that there was a possibility of a fork with the double attack. I didn't see it at this moment. Oh, you go here. You're threatening the knight. He can't just move the knight because his rook is hanging. But if he defends the knight with the pawn or with his rook, you're also threatening here and you win the piece. Now I have a winning endgame. Oh, that was my one moment. My one moment. Queen A1. Okay, instead I did this and he had the brilliant move because he gets the fork, which I did not see. I did not see the fork. And then, yeah, apparently it's a draw. It's just a draw. Until here, now he's winning somehow. If he can get away from my checks, he's winning because this is going to be unstoppable. Really funny position, right? Everything's defending the rook, which is defending the pawn. But he couldn't figure out a way to get away from the checks. Wow. All right, guys, that's it for me. Don't forget, check out the courses. The link, it'll probably be in the description, or you'll hear about it when the courses are released. It's going to be sometime in February. So stay tuned. We've got the Ponziani. We've got the Scandinavian courses coming out. I'll tell you more when they're actually ready. But thank you, guys. I'll see you next time. It was fun. Man, some frustrating games tonight. But that's chess for you. So, all right, guys, take it easy.